Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Brittany, and I'm going to be talking about the Disneyland Resort marketing and communication strategy. All right, so a brand summary for Disneyland. The first thing to know is that Disneyland is a part of the Disney brand, which has four business segments: media networks, parks and resorts, studio entertainment, and consumer and interactive media. Disneyland sees about 16 million annual tourists, and their main competitors are SeaWorld, Legoland, and Universal Studios. In 2019, Disneyland will be adding Star Wars: A Galaxy's Edge, and this is actually going to launch May 31st, so very, very soon. So next, the target market for Disney is families, and this can be comprised of children and parents. So children are really drawn to the whimsy and the magic of the Disney brand, and they really have a desire to visit the park in order to interact with the stories and the characters that they see on TV and online. Parents are really attracted to Disneyland because of the family-friendly environment that the park provides. And additionally, their children are the ones who convince them to visit Disneyland, and they must accompany their young children to the park. Since parents are the ones with the purchasing power for their families, it's very important that Disneyland targets parents as well. So in regards to the consumer response to marketing, Disneyland really makes sure that consumers make purchases for entertainment purposes. Disneyland is practically synonymous for family-friendly entertainment. So Disneyland is constantly adding and promoting new experiences within the park in order to keep consumers coming again and again. So a consumer response example is Disneyland's TV commercial, Get More Happy. This commercial talks about how Disneyland is the only place to experience more adventure, more magic, and more happy with your family. So consumers really want to experience Disneyland with their families, and the Disney brand really comes to life in this commercial. So they see families having fun in Disneyland, and they want to do the same with their family. Another example is the Disneyland Resort 60th anniversary radio commercial. This radio commercial really talks about the new experiences at Disneyland for the 60th anniversary, like the fireworks spectacular and the nighttime parade. So this ad really creates a sense of urgency because consumers realize that they can only see these attractions for the 1 year that Disneyland is celebrating their 60th anniversary. So next, some brand influencers for Disney are family, virtual communities, social class, and culture. So family is a huge brand influencer for Disney because children influence their parents to purchase tickets because the Disney brand is so lovable for children. And additionally, children who visit the park when they're kids will be more likely to take their own children to visit the park when they're older. So this is called intergenerational influence. Virtual communities such as social media and blogs convince people to visit Disneyland. So social media, when people see posts that their friends post and other people, they're going to want to visit Disneyland even more. And there's plenty of blogs about best places to eat in Disney, how to see Disney in one day. And these blogs really motivate people to purchase Disneyland tickets. Social class is another huge brand influencer. Disney tickets run between $97 to $124 per day, which is very expensive. So this is catered more towards middle and upper class families. And finally, culture plays a large role because Disneyland really promotes the American values of youthfulness, comfort, and pleasure, which all play a big role in why people purchase Disney tickets. Finally, in regards to diffusion of innovation, Disneyland really relies on fans to be the first adopters. So for example, Disney is marketing Star Wars Galaxy's Edge right now towards Star Wars fans. So once these Star Wars fans visit this part of the park, they're going to tell their friends and family about it, and these people will be more inclined to visit as well. Next, Disney is a very ethical brand and is a conscious capitalist brand. Disney is really concerned about making the world a better place and bringing happiness to millions around the globe. Their statement of higher purpose is to use our imagination to bring happiness to millions. Disney's also concerned with conserving the environment and being eco-friendly, which is very important in a conscious capitalist business. Next, the decision-making process. The need that Disney fulfills is for family-friendly entertainment. And they search for information on social media from their friends and from the internet. And they also search for alternative options like other theme parks, so SeaWorld, Universal Studios, etc. Once a consumer decides that Disney is the correct fit for them, they're going to buy tickets to Disneyland. And once they visit with their family and friends, they're going to evaluate their experience by either going back and returning or by visiting another theme park next time. So some recommendations for the Disney brand would be to create an official hashtag for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and create an Instagram contest that would actually reward the best or the most creative photo taken in the new Star Wars land with free annual passes for the family. So this would really create awareness and incentivize consumers to visit the Star Wars land in the park, and even not Star Wars fans to visit as well. And this would really encourage positive feedback of the park on social media, which is a channel a lot of people search for information on. Next, it would be wise to create a marketing campaign of TV commercials that focus on parents who visited Disneyland when they were children, and talking about their own experiences, and then talking about when they take their own children to the park, the experience that they have with their own children. So this would really reinforce Disney as a family-friendly brand that is accessible to all generations throughout all generations. This would also reach parents through a channel that is accessible to them and encourages them to take their children to Disneyland. So thank you for your time today, and I hope you find these recommendations for the Disney brand helpful.